From the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Jed Castles.
Boy, Jed, we were both at that game Saturday. That wasn't a fun one.
Storm and I playing defense. It's not going to win you a lot of games. We were out there. We did our best, though.
Blew out my voice box down there. I tried.
I tell you what a game that was. Like they're saying, we'll hope for the best in the next one. Okay, let's check out your highs from Sunday. It was a hot day yesterday, the last day of the state fair, with temperatures back in the mid-upper 80s, up around 90. There were some spots close to 100 again yesterday down in southern and southeast Oklahoma. But for Oklahoma City, we topped it out right at 87. If you're out in that sun long enough, it was pretty hot. Hopefully you were dressed appropriately and comfortably if you went down to the state fair yesterday for the last day. Well, things are still very pleasant. Got more of a fall feel to the air as cooler temperatures range 40s, 50s north, 50s, 60s south, and the warmer air now down in far southern parts of the country from just south of Oklahoma down to the Gulf Coast as the cold front blows on through. It is dry as well. We're in a dry pattern. The pattern taking you really from now until we get to the end of that 9-day, just not showing a whole lot of rainfall. And the rain, if we get some, for the most part, will be on the light side. So no great chances of rain. So the drought continues. That is not what we want to hear, but that's where we're at right now as this dry pattern continues. And that also means we've got to watch out for fire danger. Fire danger from each individual day. Overall, looks pretty low most days. But one or two of those days could sneak up into the moderate category, get a few fires around. We'll just have to keep monitoring that as the conditions change from one day to the next. Right now, looking outside this morning, 61 degrees, that northwest wind running at 5 miles per hour. Sun is up here at 7:21 this morning, so we'll be seeing a lot of sunshine too. So go toward 8 o'clock, 56, 71 at 10. By noontime today, we'll be up around 77. Should turn out to be another very pleasant day today as we end off this calendar month. Some sunshine through the day, some 80s on the way, and really much of the rest of this week as we go through these last days of September looking very pleasant. Morning temps ranging 40s, 50s, and 60s across Oklahoma. At the airport at 61, but most spots around Oklahoma City are in the upper 50s. Some 40s have popped up this morning in parts of northern Oklahoma for near Ceiling. Getting a report of 49 there, 49 Ponca, and Miami right now running about 48. And winds are light this morning. So if you're going to be out and about, really some very pleasant conditions to get your day started off here. Strong northwest flow. That's going to pull down that Canadian air. Keep resupplying that, giving us these pleasantly cool mornings and warm daytime highs. And this is also a very dry pattern as it keeps that drier air out of Canada rolling down our way. And you can see a big trough in the eastern parts of the country. If you look down the bottom part of the screen, that's going to be a Hurricane Ian. This is going to be a major hurricane, getting maybe as high as a Category 4 hurricane as it lifts up just southwest of Florida. As it keeps lifting on to the north, it's going to impact Florida all across with bands of heavy rain, wind gusts moving across the state of Florida as we go through Tuesday into Wednesday. And that'll eventually start to move up toward the north sides of Florida by Thursday into late Thursday. By Friday, it makes landfall, lifting north with heavy rainfall across the southeast part of the country. Here in Oklahoma, not much. We're going to stay with that northwest flow initially, and then more of a westerly flow, weak westerly flow develops into late week. That may help heat things up just a notch going toward late week into the weekend. We're seeing highs today, 80s, some 80s covering Oklahoma, so no 90s to near 100 in the south. We're going to be dealing with temperatures seasonable for this time of the year. Some 50s and some 60s overnight tonight, and then highs tomorrow back up in the 80s. Some low 90s on the way into tomorrow. So prepare for cool mornings, warm afternoons. That pattern will take you on for the rest of the week. We'll call it a seasonable dry pattern. And then October begins on Saturday. Again, dry weather is the story. Any chance of rain, less than 10%.